We talked about the strobes a lot, just to elaborate more on the products, but you also have the quad strobes, which is it blinks in four different quads and you can change all of the areas, I guess, that is allowing the glasses to see through. But the reason why I want to bring that up is because all of these different tools, I think the tools have been established, but really it's how you're going to apply this to different populations, demographics, how we're going to utilize the information and data to make the significant changes or improvements that we want to see. And that's really a great philosophy, great approach when it comes to trying to get more people to just buy into vision training, like how you said in the beginning of the episode, because it is, even for myself as a certified athletic trainer, before I saw your booth, vision training was something that we're aware of, but how many of us actually implement it in rehab with our athletes? It's a very low percentage, to be completely honest. But with tools like this that make it a lot more easier to get the athlete to buy in, utilize on a day-to-day basis. You know, we don't have to pull out that ancient light board, right, to set up all of that. All of these little things make a big difference when it comes to just the practicality and clinically being able to apply vision training to help each individual. So, I mean, that's a great message. Is there anything else that you wanted to elaborate on the future direction as well?
I mean, those are the key pieces, right? For us is this idea of trying to just get the systems out there and get the understanding going, right? As it's just a lot of people were focused. And I mean, I was in the military for a long time, and vision is important for everything, but we never really focused on it at all. We never really considered it, right? It was just, you just go out and you just do your job and you work. And if you get an eye exam that says you're 20/20, great, you know, you're good to go. You're at the top of the top. So go ahead and play. But the idea is that there's a lot more to it, and there's a lot more we can gain from it. So I think just being focused on that and just remembering that there is opportunity to train differently, and there's opportunities to train differently very easily at home as well. That again, like the strobes is a very easy one to start incorporating, and it's not a highly expensive tool. You know, things like the quad strobe starts getting into a lot more options and things that you can do from a training perspective. So a lot of practitioners love those and start blending those in because you can really isolate areas of peripheral vision. And it is funny because you said, like, as an athletic trainer, you didn't know, right? You kind of knew about it, but you didn't know anything about it. I was at a big conference of high level coaches and trainers, like all Olympic level. And there's a researcher in there from Norway, and he's explaining and showing how the research of the best soccer players in the world showed that they had the best vision. He had all the data, all the research showing how it works, showing the fact that, like, when the ball's kicked to them, they don't have to watch the ball come to them. They're picking up in the peripheral and they're looking at the defenders at the same time and catching the pass with their foot and starting to move. And they never really look down at the ball on the entire track to their foot, right? Like, they're picking up slices of the information and making it work through their peripheral. And that peripheral, vision is critical. And then one of the coaches raised his hand. He's like, well, how do we train this? And then the research is like, well, I'm not sure exactly how. There's some options out there, but they're very simple. You have to go to this. I'm like, there's synaptic tools. I raised my hand like, hey, there's synaptic tools. That's exactly what these work on, and they're accessible and everywhere. That's the idea, is that, again, lots of people understand it. They may be able to diagnose that there's problems. Now we're about, how do you train those?
And that's exactly what you guys do. And that's a great message to share to all of the listeners, because, these tools are very simple. And I'll let you talk about it more, but, just the regular strobes, I think the price point is like $299. So it's not that expensive. I mean, for the amount of benefit that you're going to get, I can't stress that enough. It's like some glasses, prescription glasses are going to be about that much with the frame and the lens, right? So with the benefit of this, it's kind of a no-brainer to really help improve all the other aspects of training.